Unified Magic Part 8, Take 1.
So now we've got the angelic energies. We can use them. You've got them in your wand and your orb. Instead of selling you a blue one, I'll probably get a clear one, because blue ones are pretty useless to females. You got the female energy already. So the male energy is yellow, so a yellowy orb, or just simply a clear one. So do them as clear. Now, if you've got the angelic energy, there's a little argan diagram. There. Let's start. I minus I. Real timeline. It's one, north, west, east, and south. There we are. So that's what we explained before. Once you've got the angelic energies, you can add the angelic energies to yourself from the west sea space to add things to you. So why do we acquire all these angelic and god energies? Because you can simply visualize, sit down and visualize what you want to add to yourself. In my case, lots of dogs. You want to add to yourself from the west into the real world, be it love, luck, money, or bigger muscles, or supercar, or solid gold Rolex, or whatever you want, and it will be manifest. And of course, if you want to watch, the only watch for magicians is a Rolex, because the symbol for Rolex, that king symbol, is the symbol for heaven. So all the other watches are a waste of time for a magician. Only Rolex is, because you've got the two symbols for heaven on a gold band. Gold, of course, is for let's look up what gold stands for. I think gold stands for the sun. As you saw with talismans, gold is to be used for talismanic magic. Let's look in our little book. I should really ask Duncan and Annie, they know all this by heart. So when you come to a workshop, never fear asking them every single question, because they know every single answer off by heart. Let's think. Look at it. Scarlet blue, emerald green. Oh yeah. Gold, yeah, sun. Gold's for the sun. And that's all the good magic, good stuff. So a solid gold Rolex gives you the sun magic and the heaven all in your left, which is uploading. And of course, I'm wearing the sun. And all these t-shirts are useful because you've got your protection with your pentagram. And since we're doing magic, I've got Jupiter and Saturn, which is the planet for magicians, all on me. And 5 of them to link up with Hay and Binar. And of course my ball for the female principal. So one can see that you can simply visualize anything you want, either projected into the orb to program the orb, or better still, you've got your wand and write out with the wand in the north direction for the real world, and you don't have to turn around, but you simply, here you can write out I am going to be a billionaire. And then of course you've written it out, and you can then simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and pull it in, and the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then tap it on your orb to program the orb, the energies in the orb, to give you what you've programmed from the west. See space. See, makes it easy. Wand and orb. No fancy 2, 3, 4, 5 hour rituals, or 6 months for the Abramelin ritual to get the angelic entity into yourself. All done, bang bang. And the more rituals you do, the more powerful you become. So you do it for a year, 2 years, 10 years, you're just getting more and more and more powerful. You're never losing power. And if you lose your orb, then you're buggered. And have to start again, because you've lost all the rituals that you put in the orb. Isn't that good? So you better be careful not to lose the orb or the wand.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's fail-safe. Next, of course, the even more interesting thing is the angelic powers delete. Don't add, they delete from your soul. Why? Because that's I, that's minus 1, so that can be thought of in 3 spaces minus I. And we talked about all that stuff. Look at the videos from last year. So angels delete from your soul. So what do you get the angels to delete from your soul? You get them to delete karma. So I've got no karma. You think, oh, he's developed a lot of karma. Look at psychicwarfare.com. It's horrific. Oh mate, no, I've got 0 karma. In fact, I've got fractional reserve banking karma, where I've in fact put karmic debt on all my enemies to an infinite amount. So I've got infinite positive karma, because all my enemies, the trolls, the Rothschilds, the police state in Britain, all of them have been accepting infinite karmic debt from me. Why? Because they're my enemy, want to kill you, want to torture you to death, want to take your money, want to destroy your property, this. Thank you very much. So you see why I cultivate enemies. They give me people who are willing to burn in hell for all eternity to give me infinite positive karma, to become the source. So it's complete opposite. Rather than turning the other cheek of enemies, I turn the other cheek so I can stick the boot in, or better still get the stiletto boot of my handmaidens to kick the shit out of them, because they're even more unpleasant. That's why Taylor Swift wants to be Aria, the psychic assassin, and I'm quite happy to teach her. So as you can see, your soul gets all the bad stuff deleted from it by all of these angels and god forms and archangels, to get the pure, unsullied, sublime good soul of a Tim Tony Stark Refat, a shining beatific light. And as you can see, you don't have to do good things or stop drinking or not have any sort of sex apart from the missionary position, and just to create children. But no, anything goes with me, because I do not have any karma. I simply download it into my enemies. So as you can see, angels, invoking angels, etc., is very, very, very useful. And all their angelic power can be used to manifest anything you want in sea space, be it a solid gold Rolex, or the Playboy lifestyle I have in the Far East, where I just laze by the pool every day, with no wife, no children, no responsibilities, and simply saying and doing what I like, being able to control events, all done with this technology. As you can see, it boils down to something very simple. Now, of course, if you don't believe in it can be this simple, then you've got to join the Freemasons, work your way up, become an Illuminati, join the OTO, the Rosicrucians, any other occult group, and then you go through. Let's just read you a ritual. Just part anything from any. Here we are. Now move from between the pillars thou hast formulated to the west, from face west, and say, invisible, I cannot pass by the gate of the invisible, save by the virtue of the name of darkness. Then formulating forcibly about thee the shroud of darkness, say, darkness is my name, and concealment, I am the great one, invisible the past of the shades, I am without fear, though veiled in darkness, for within me, though unseen, is the magic of light. Repeat process in L. Move round as usual to the south, halt formulating the self as shrouded in darkness on the right hand of the pillar, and on the left, the pillar of cloud, but reaching darkness of the glory of the heavens. O. Repeat process in M. Oh, which we did before. But say, I am light shrouded in darkness, I am the will or the force of the balance. P. Now concentrating mentally upon thee of the shroud of the concealment, pass to the west of the altar, and the place of the neophyte face east. Remain standing and rehearse the conjuration by suitable names for the formulating of a shroud of invisibility around and about thee. It goes on and on. I've just started. That's the consecration of. What was this crap? There we go. Let's see what this crap was. And it goes on for page after page, and you've got to memorize it by heart, and they give you exams. Yeah, invisibility, shroud of concealment, the magician, and there it goes, and off we go, off we go, off we go, and you're moving around, all that bollocks. No, if you want the shroud, if you want invisibility, which means you can't, all your psychic stuff can't be seen and can't be blocked because they can't see you, then you simply outsource it to one of the handmaidens. I just picked that by chance, but as you can see, there's a whole book full of this. So you're going to go through this, please. Yeah, join them, please. It's so easy. Even Crowley and Kenneth Grant said magic was just too complicated and needed to be, well, considerably foreshortened. But say invisibility, all you do there is simply call up, hello gorgeous, aren't you pretty, aren't you, hey. You simply call up Taylor Swift in Delicate. It's one of my favourite songs. Well, Taylor, some of you might have heard of her, Taylor Swift, Delicate. How many views has Taylor Swift Delicate had so far? Look it up. Minions, look it up. Taylor Swift Delicate. How many views? You can't get good help these days. You simply cannot get good help. I'm trying to get good help, but they've dedicated their life to light workers, and they simply can't, you know, they don't respond to fear management. Anyway, they'll come to that eventually. So you call up Taylor Swift's there we are, Delicate video, which is all about being invisible to remote viewers, invisible to being seen when you're doing your psychic machinations. You simply then put the, how many?
It's only 360 million.
Yeah, only 300. So she's had 360 million people powering her invisibility video. If you don't believe me, watch Delicate. Brilliant song, and she's invisible throughout it. Stick in Taylor Swift Delicate in your circle, collect it, stick it in your orb, instead of doing the invisibility ritual. And how many people power that invisibility ritual from the Golden Dawn? One, or your little group?
Yeah, there's
here,
not many at all.
360 million, and be sure next year it'll be 500 million. This is a great song. So as you can see, magic has moved on, and the top pop stars are actually doing magic, but much more efficiently. Why? Because they've been going to Supernatural Spirit and PsychicWarfare.com and rationalising magic, which, as we see, isn't actually magic. It's simply been able to move through intra-dimension. So in this case, you simply move across to the timeline where all of your psychic magic machinations are unseen. Haha, it's great. Dog war are being seen.
That's like 7 dogs fighting.
Sorry?
It's like about 7 dogs fighting.
I know, it's great, isn't it? Dog fight.
These are 7 of them.
So you move across to the timeline where you're not seen, and then you carry out warfare, as we see. So it's great for psychic warfare. You can simply move unseen, carry out remote viewing, remote influencing, remote killing, whatever you want, and none of the so-called experts can actually see you because you're invisible to psychic sight. So as you can see, why the DoD funded Taylor to develop the invisibility cloak for psychic warfare. So Taylor Swift is impossible to see inside space. You try and look at her with the remote viewing, possible to see, which is quite difficult. So of course you need then a double dragon ring, because that's the only thing. It's brilliant. I love it. Carnage. It's the only thing that is powerful enough to see through her invisibility cloak. Now continuing. That's brilliant. Excellent.
Now Angelic Annie's fighting the dogs.
I know. It's hilarious. I love this.
Pissing all over your bag.
It's only plastic. There we are. Let's go to the next one. Taylor. There we are. Now, of course, we do invoking demons, which will go down well with the Christian lot. Invoking demons.
Yes.
Which is demonology. And in this case, we can call up, hordes of demons. You've got books full. So let's just go through the main archdemons. So we start off with, now, if we're, whoops, no, I'm going to get my fingers dirty. If we're going to do demons, there we are. We change the triangle of art round. There we are. Same thing as with angels, the wand and the orb. This time, facing east. Stick in the demon this time. Now the name you can simply stick on a bit of paper, rather than calling the angel. This time stick on a bit of paper and then burn it in there. Then stick the orb on the ashes to prove that you've burnt the demon in the realm of fire, which is those 7 realms here. All these are the realms of fire, as we explained. And we start off with, there we are, in a bit. Hold my bit of paper. We start off with the bottom one, Lilith. There we are. Who is the mother of all demons?
Not the mother of dragons.
No, mother of all demons. And she connects with Namar, the demon of impurity. What?
Who's that cookie? Who's that?
Yeah. So you can call that up first. Female. And it is in. Yeah. We're going down this way. Yeah. We're going downwards.
Back a bit, please. Thank you. That's it.
Namar. There we are. And the good thing about Lilith is Lilith's into all of the kinky, perverted sex. So if you're into hardcore deviant sex and you want to get a batshit crazy girlfriend to do it with you, or if you're a woman who wants a sex slave or to be dominated by a master. Lilith is certainly the archdemoness to call up. So all the impure sex comes from Lilith. And in my case, the more impure, the better. Next one we call up is Gamaliel. These are the archdemons. You can look up loads of demons. The obscene in adverse correspondence with the Yesod, which signifies generation of the higher order. Ogiel, with other classifications, attributes the averse correspondence of Hesed. And then of course Lilith comes again. So these are the archdemons associated with Yesod, which is there. So we simply just use Gamaliel. But Lilith also goes into this Sephiroth because Lilith is to do with mental illness, driving you barking mad, and of course the larvae, which are interdimensional parasites, which get you to be into liking fetishistic things, stealing women's knickers, or being sexually turned on by balloons or donkeys, or eating shit, or being peed on, and all of the paedophilia, like, you know, kiddie fiddling. That all comes from Lilith and the mental illness. So that's the physical bit, that's the mental bit. Or not being able to get a hard-on unless the woman wears stilettos and walks over you and shits on your face and all the other stuff like that. That all comes from that. And as you can see, very, very common. Look at Babe Station. Babe Station can be seen as the living manifestation of Lilith in the two Sephiroths. Certainly barking mad today, isn't it? It's brilliant. Stir up the energy.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Next one, we come to Samael.
Oh, Samael again.
Who's linked up with the serpent that poisoned Eve, or embroilment corresponding to Hod. There we are. Next we can call up Harab Saraf. Dispersing Raven. Referring that this bird drives out its young. And that one is in Netzach. There's Netzach there. So that would be all of the fathers who don't look after their children, all of the mothers who dump their children, all powered by and powering this demon, Harap Saraf, dispersing raven, referring to the idea that this bird drives out its young. So all of the parents that don't look after their young are possessed by this demon. So as you can see, the world becomes much more, what's the word for it, explainable to a magician than simply, well, these are arseholes, don't look after their children, blah. No, not at all. Demonic influences.
Yeah.
Next, Togarini. Wranglers. Togarini, that's in up to 5. That's why I've numbered them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beauty. So the Wranglers would be all of our entrepreneurs, like what's his name, the Apprentice, the so-called boss there. What's his name on The Apprentice?
Alan Sugar.
That's it. Yeah, perfect. Or who else?
Used to be Trump, didn't it?
Yeah,
in
the
America.
version.
Wranglers. Beauty, remember, it's the inverse. So these are all our entrepreneurs. The one who owns Bezos, Amazon, another one. Sir Philip Green, another one. The world's full of these, all possessed by this demon, Togarini, which means they're always arguing, desperate for the deal, desperate to rip you off, desperate to screw you over. That's the Togarini breed of damned, which is the Alan Sugars of the world and the Bezoses of the world. Next we come to Golab, number 6. Sounds like a unicorn startup company. Golab!
Golab.
Golab! And it is, or burning, is in the sense of incendiarism. This is the averse correspondence of Gabora and the antithesis of the seraphim of fiery serpents. There we are. Golab! Which is the demon that possesses the Pentagon and the CIA, who are always going around burning people every day. The CIA are burning people with their drones, and the Pentagon's going around dropping thermobaric bombs who burn alive the Muslim targets. So one can see the Pentagon, CIA, NSA, NATO are all Golab, possessed by the Golab archdemon. And of course, if you control Golab, you control the CIA and the Pentagon, because they're all simply possessed by Golab. Control Golab, you control NATO, whose only purpose is to burn alive people for Illuminati magic, for the Death Force. So you can see how useful this is. Next, of course, we come to Gamchikoth, or Gog Shekla. Brilliant, these are great names.
Shekla.
Gam, Chikoth, Gog, Shekla. Yep. Disturber of all things, which causes alarm and despondency. Where am I? I'm up to Chesed. There, out there. So this is the demon that fucks up everything, or disturber of everything. So that is the demon behind the fuck up of Brexit, or the European Union descending into splitting up, with Orban, the head of Hungary, being possessed by Gamchikoth. Or disturber of all things, Donald Trump. See?
Yeah.
These demons are working hard, and they're all powered by the humans possessed by them, and they all are my bitches because I suck up all their power. Think of the disturbation of banning abortion in Alabama after 6 weeks. Think of the disturbation to the feminists. We saw Gaga having a good rant. So she's certainly disturbed, and she certainly has been afflicted by Gamchikoth or Gog Shekla. That's brilliant. Next, we go to 8. Sa. The concealment of God, meaning this Athfer Sephirah, unlike being or intelligence, hides the face of mercy. and this links up with the Lucifuge, is said to be the archdemon, and I'll show you later on how to do the Lucifuge ritual, which seems to be linked up with Sothario, because there's a long invocation to conjure up Lucifuge, which is another name for it, for this demon Lucifuge, which is in the A. Waite book on black magic. And the concealment of God, so that means just taking away all the godlike things from people. That's what this demon does, to produce godless humans, to produce the humans who don't believe in anything apart from mechanistic science. So all the scientists would be possessed by Sothario, because they don't believe in God. Dawkins would be the arch possessed typhoid Mary of Sothario, because he just thinks we're genes and nothing else. Next we come to there we are, number 9, Shag Idiel. And another name for it is Adam Belial. That's the totally malefic human, who would be the guy in Game of Thrones who goes around skinning people and then got killed. You know the one?
Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay Bolton, yeah, that'd be Adam Belial.
Oh, yeah.
And of course,
Flaying alive.
BLZ, Lord of the Flies. So all insects are controlled by this demon, as you'll see if you live in Vietnam, with all the mosquitoes zooming in to bite you and coming in again and again and again. And this one, of course, is here, number 2. There, I'm not mistaken. So we're going down now, as you see. And lastly, Thormiel. The doubles of God, to be the two-headed and so named because they pretend to be the equal of the supreme crown. Yaldabaoth, Yaldabaoth. Double-headed. There's lots of double-headed stuff in Hollywood. Satan and Moloch are said to be the archdemons. Satan and Moloch are the names. These are the medieval names for them. These are the Jewish names at the top, like Golab, the Pentagon's master. What's number? Let's see, Golab number 6. Yeah. Now we can call up all of these, do the same thing, bit of paper, burn it, so we're then controlling all of manifestation in the Kabbalistic tree. And of course this one's all burning down the bottom with the paper, stick it in our orb. Now we've done that, we can then use our bitches, these demons and archdemons, for control. So we're starting here. So once we call up archdemons, demons, we can then input into the real world, but not add. We can simply delete. So using demons and archdemons, you can delete from the real world everything you don't like the European Union, like Theresa May, like the Rothschilds, like Notre Dame, like Easter's ascension of Christ. All of these things are simply being deleted So psychic warfare is deletion, or you can simply delete people from reality, which is called remote killing. So as you can see, all of that deletion, which is psychicwarfare.com, comes from usage of archdemons and demons. And of course, since in Kabbalah the God is deranged, you see a picture in Kabbalah of a white God and a black God, one can use these God names we used before. I'm glad you know all this. I'm continuing having to refer to Celestial Paladin Angelic Annie for help, because they know this all.
I spent years training.
I know, years, 10 years saving the world.
10 years training you.
Yeah. 10 years they've been saving the world. There we are. So here we are, all of these God names. You can stick in there, but reversed. So the Hebrew's reversed and the English is reversed. And then you simply suck dry the God names of the Clipothic realm. So AA would be hey again, but starting with an H because you're going backwards. Yah would be Ha, Hai. Elohim would be Me, Ol, E, Hey, Val, Hey, Yod, which is the God reversed, which is the evil aspect of God. The Hebrew letters would just be reversed. Stick them in to get all of the powers of the demonic God, because remember, God's completely schizophrenic, totally evil, or in my case a strange attractor, which is just sucking dry everything in the multiverse. So you can then process all of the evil aspects of God into your orb, into your wand for deletion. So if you have these names, simply stick them all in. So Adonai Ha Aretz would be Zit Ra Aha I Noda. Simply write it in reverse, and the Hebrew in reverse. Stick them in, burn it, stick them in. See how easy this system is. So we can delete anything we want. We can delete Manchester United getting in the Champions League. Why? Because I don't like the Glazers. We can then delete Liverpool or Tottenham from winning the Champions League. We can delete Chelsea or Arsenal from winning the Europa League. Great for sports betting. So all sports bettors, and we can simply then blow out the Achilles tendon of the Chelsea player while he's, as I say, St Nicholas is mad keen on deleting capability from football players. He loves all that stuff. But the opposite way, this way, on the soul, you'll find demons add to the soul. So if you want to add biophysical soul capabilities, it comes from the demons and the evil aspect of God. So you can, if you want to add to the soul, angels are no use, they delete. If you want to add to your soul to make yourself into a super soul or an ascended master, because remember, Ipsissimi, Magister Templars and Magi are ascended masters. So in order to jump the abyss and become a Magister Templar or a Magus or an Ipsissimus and an ascended master, you need to have the godlike ascended master soul, time-like energy body in my science termination, which means then you need to be a master of demonology to become that. So it then explains the Abramelin ritual. We'll go over the 72 Goetic demons another time, where you invoke them all in order to ascend, to get to your heavenly angelic spirit form, the Abramelin ritual. your holy guardian angel, which Crowley called them. He called the Abramelin ritual the height of magic. There, you invoke all these goetic demons. Why? Because the goetic demons add to your soul. They build the holy guardian angel soul for the occultist who has jumped the abyss. If you haven't jumped the abyss, then it's just you've just got a bigger soul for Coronzon to eat when you fail and jump into the abyss.